I'll have that again later in the year, so you guys can like cause some nyas and mois and all sorts of shit. I can't even remember what else was in there. The thing I thought was so funny about everything with it was I spent so long practicing a whole bunch of the vocal redeems that you guys had, and nobody redeems the ones that I practiced, and everybody redeemed all the ones that were just like natural, organic, random sounds and stuff. Well, I wouldn't say moe is natural or organic, but it was still cute. Mind you, there was also a terrible lot of squeaky and stuff from like being spooked with the older games too, because a lot of things snuck up on me. Is that Serious September? No, it won't be Serious September. It will be, I think I've got to have the live 2D avatar by then. I've got to do the karaoke stream in September and the Hot Ones Eating Challenge with the extra sauce on the dab, as you guys would fucking unlock that too. I thought about maybe having the book reading one up in there too, but I know that like singing's got to go first. Eliza, get your cheeks back here. Yeah, the singing stream's got to go first because I need to have my voice the most at that point. But the Hot Ones has got to go last in case it causes me to vomit, because that will fuck over my voice. So whatever I do in between that is whatever I do in between that. And I initially was going to put the book reading up there, but yeah, I think that my voice will be like absolutely capped from singing. Also, to be fair, I don't know how long the small karaoke stream will be, because like I'm betting I'm gonna be pretty like sick with like anxiety for that. Because for anybody that doesn't know, I'm a pretty fucking shy person. It might be hard to tell as a streamer, but I'm a very shy person, and like I have got a clip of me singing and shit in like, oh shit, fuck, hold on, in Discord and in like, I don't know, Patreon and shit. But yeah, I have pretty much grown up with people like hating how my voice sounds. So to suddenly have people like how my voice sounds and stuff and enjoy like my singing and shit is a wild concept to me. You're good, Azula? Azula, my cat, just decided to jump up on the desk, but she somehow managed to get her paws underneath my partner's like playmat thing, you know, like a mouse mat thing, and she just looked like rightly confused by the whole situation. I'm honestly a little bit confused how she managed to do it personally, but yeah, that was some skill, I guess. I mean, you don't sound shy at all to me. You sound so extroverted. Oh no, I'm an introvert. I don't sound like it on stream because to me, streaming, this is gonna sound strange, okay? So when I'm streaming, right, and you guys, like your names and stuff appear on my screen and stuff, right? To me, it feels like I'm making eye contact with your, like, or whatever like color and name and stuff like that you guys have. Like I feel like I'm making eye contact with you and we're having a conversation in the same room. Like it feels very like, oh fuck that. It feels very cozy to me, right? It feels like when I play games with my friends and stuff, and I play a game and I'm on a voice call or something in Discord, because like I have phone anxiety too, so I can't really make like phone calls and take phone calls and shit. But when I'm just playing a game, I can have like the longest, most casual conversations, mate, with like my friends and shit for hours, and it's no issue, right? As long as I'm playing a game or something, I don't have that problem. But as soon as I actually start like focusing on like this is why I don't have any like, I can't see who's here. I don't know how many people are here. Like, I don't like seeing or knowing that information because it stresses me out, kind of thing. Like, if I knew how many people were here, I would probably clam up pretty hard. But, like, you know, at the same time, like, I never know who's here, and that's, like, the freedom of my streams is kind of like you can come and go as you please. And, like, if you say you're lurking, I don't know if you're actually lurking or if you've literally just, like, logged off and fucked off. Like, that's your freedom. Like, if I'm talking about something and you don't like it or it's too cringe or whatever, you can literally just mute me and, like, move on. It's fine, right? Like, that's where, like, there's a little bit of social freedom. If we were having a conversation face-to-face, I would be awkward as fuck. Because, like, there's there's in-person like body language and presence and I don't even know. It's just it's too fucking much. But yeah, it's a different kettle of fish to me, essentially. That's how I kind of like see it. I don't know if I can get down to my body. Maybe if I put a decoy over there. Oh no. Oh, I barely missed that. You guys want to just get over to her. Let me get that. Now, I think this is a dead end. Yeah, it's a dead end. And there's one of those guys. If I can get past you lot without you setting me on electric. Let me get back up here. I can set myself where it is. But yeah, essentially, so to put it bluntly, I grew up in a household that did not like my voice. And regularly told me to shut the fuck up. So I wasn't really allowed to talk for the most part. My first employment was very much the same, so I kind of just thought that was just normal kind of thing. So I didn't really talk much for a long time. Like, of course, when I had friends and stuff like that, I just had overwhelming amounts of conversation that I wanted to talk to them with and stuff, and it did not make me a very good listener for a long time, because obviously there was so much I had to say that I just couldn't say and stuff. And part of what I like about streaming is the fact that, like, as I said, like, everybody has the freedom of, like, if they want to listen to me or not, or if they like get bored of it, or if they're not interested in it, they are free to leave and stuff. And I don't know, I don't see it. Oh, mate, I'm gonna die. Yeah, because I don't see it. There's no, like, social anxiety of, oh, what did I say, or what did I do, or anything like that sort of stuff. It's quite nice. But at the flip side, like, generally speaking, like, I had a pretty hostile kind of, like, household, sort of toxic shit stuff, you know? So, like, for me, in one sense, I was told to shut up, nobody likes my voice. And in another sense, I was always like, my parents would brag about the fact that it's like, oh, she has a lovely voice and, you know, you should hear her sing and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, pick one lane or the other, mate, you know? But yeah, because of that sort of stuff, it's a very complex emotion for me. And I can karaoke with friends privately, and like enjoy that, but when it comes down to like actually karaokeing live on stream in front of an audience of who knows how many, and then on top of that, like I said, I'm making the avatar, the live 2D avatar, so let me get that body and that one. So on top of it, I've got like, people will be able to sort of see me like, oh, the waypoint, finally, take me home. Oh god, I just barely missed the lightning. Holy shit. Yeah, so people will be able to see me like expression and emote and stuff, and that's also going to be difficult, because like I said, I generally speaking, if I was going to like walk around singing and stuff like that, which, I mean, I do anyway, I'm a person, right? So I sing when I enjoy a song, right? But most of the time, like, I sing in my car where nobody can hear me, and I also like normally sing like walking around, standing up and stuff. So sitting down at the computer and singing to a live audience, that's going to be a thing. That's going to be a whole thing. Like, I privately recorded a clip of me singing KDA's Villain and stuff, and I still don't know how people keep finding it. Like, I know it's in Discord, but it's so fucking hidden in Discord, like, fucking good luck. And it keeps getting views, and I don't know how it's getting views. It's fine. Like, if I really had a big problem with it, I would have deleted it and stuff. But, like, yeah, that was just, I don't know. I don't even really know why I did that. I think it was just like a question and an answer situation kind of thing, you know? So I wonder, how do you approach a dating? I assume you must be a little stressful for you. So I'm in a long-term relationship at the moment with a man that I've proposed to. And he's pretty awesome. But I worked with him before we started dating. I worked with him for like 5 years before we started dating. And yeah, we've been together for 11 or 12 years, I think, at this point. But I'm asexual and I'm panromantic. So I flew under the radar of heterosexual for a great many years because it was just safer to do where I am and with my family and shit. But I find like all kinds of people, like male, female, non-binary, everything inside and outside of that. I can find attraction to people in all those categories, but I don't really want to be intimate with anybody. Essentially, like, I'm indifferent to intimacy stuff. Like, I don't give a shit for holding hands, kissing, hugging, stuff like that. I am very much the kind of person that enjoys being in the presence of others. So, like, you know, if my partner's playing a game and I'm playing a game and we're in the same room and neither of us are engaging with other people and stuff like that in conversation or something like that, we are genuinely, you know, spending time together. That's how I see it. I might head back down this way a little bit. Like, that's nice to me, sort of thing. But, yeah, for, like, all the people that I have seen, like, I've seen people that I'm like, you know what, you're attractive, I find you attractive and stuff like that, but I have no desire to approach you for more than that, more than just the fact that you're an attractive looking person or you seem to have a nice personality and stuff like that and whatever, you know. Like, dating aspects and stuff like that were kind of more like forced on my end because essentially, because I wasn't interested in dating to begin with, my mum specifically had a lot of issues with that, because if I wasn't absolutely just slipping off my seat over some kind of muscle hunk, like, what the fuck was wrong with me? You know, in her eyes, even just liking hot sauce or spicy food made me a 100% lesbian. So, you know, my family's kind of stupid, honestly. I don't greatly like ragging on them, but, like, they're kind of a bit dumb. And, yeah, that's the kind of shit that I had. So I was just kind of like, okay, well, I'll go and find a partner, I guess. I'll go look and date and stuff like that. I did dating sites and stuff like that, but I hated it. I hated when people wanted to hold my hand. I hated when people wanted to kiss me. I hated when people wanted to, like, call me or fucking send me a bazillion messages and be like, oh, did you see this one meme I sent you? And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know? And, like, in a way, it's stressful for me. But, so you're eventually going to move in together or just long distance? So, no, my partner moved in with me pretty quickly, actually. Because I owned a house. I pretty much from as soon as I could leave, actually 2 weeks prior to when I was old enough to leave, I bought a house, and then about a year later, I went downwards. I was going over towards the Flayer forest to make sure I had clean up. Basically, like, a year later, I built a house and I moved into that, and that's where I've been since. But, you know, 18, 19-year-old me didn't exactly have a lot of, like, construction knowledge and or money. So this house is kind of, like, not the best, and it's not super well designed and stuff, but whatever, it's a house, it's a roof over my head, and, you know, keeps my pets sheltered and shit. And, yeah, no, my partner was actually facing homelessness at the time, when we started dating, so it made sense to me that we should just, like, live together and stuff, with the view that, like, you know, in the worst case scenario, like, he could always move back with his parents or something like that if shit went south. But in the meantime, we saved on time spent, like, commuting to each other. We spent a lot of time in each other's presence anyway. I've gone down that way. So, yeah, from my perspective, it made more sense. And, you know, considering at the time I had 3 jobs, so I only really had 4 hours a night spare to spend with him, it made a lot of sense for him to just be living with me and stuff, and he'd normally, like, come and pick me up and stuff from, like, work or drop me off or something like that, just so he could spend extra time with me and stuff. And yeah, it was great. Do you both see romance the same way, I assume? No, we don't. He's an absolute cuddle monster. He's wants, like, lots of love and affection and stuff, which is perfectly fine. We just have really good communication. about like what we need in what way, because I am oblivious to a lot of it. I don't know if I'm ignoring or neglecting and stuff. Oh shit, mate, fucking Grimcock's here. So yeah, I just make sure to have him let me know if he requires, like, you know, if it matters to him that he gets a hug and a kiss before he leaves work or stuff like that, you know. Simple conversations like that so that we know what we do and don't like. Like, I don't mind receiving a hug occasionally, like when he comes home. And like specifically like if I've just woken up or something, because I stream, I'm awake at night, right, and he's awake during the day, so like it is nice when he comes home and I'm waking up and stuff to get a hug, you know. That matters to me, but the rest of it doesn't. As long as he's content and stuff with like whatever, and he expresses if he requires more or less or whatever, it's fine, you know. It's I think like the biggest part in any fucking relationship is the actual communication of like, what is on fire? The actual communication between a couple, you know. So, my goodness, 3 jobs, you're a hard worker. I've had multiple jobs, like lots of times. Like I started with a full-time job and 2 part-time jobs, and then later I had that full-time job for 10 years, and then I had 3 jobs that had me working from 5 a.m. till 11:30 p.m. 6 days a week. I could work 7 if I wanted to allocate myself for the 7th day and stuff, but sometimes I wanted sleep. Most of the time I worked like 6 days a week. I normally worked like weekends and shit, and I normally work long hours. My last place was supposed to be 25 hours a week, so 5 hours a day, but it ended up being closer to like 9 hours a day and stuff, and that was after I had nearly died from health conditions and stuff, so yeah. Not much kind of like holds me back. This is why I said like I'm willing to like back myself now these days, instead of like a regular fucking company that doesn't quite value me and shit. Because I'll work hard, I'll work fucking hard, but normally companies like to underpay hard workers or like kind of treat them as less than kind of thing, and that's a lot of the treatments that I've had. So what's that, D2? Yeah, bro. It is D2. Thursdays are usually when I play it. I know for like the last fortnight I've been playing all sorts of random games, but yeah, this is my nostalgia playthrough that I've been doing for like the last year and stuff. I'm recreating an OCD character, my first character I had when I was 12 in Diablo II and Resurrected, and she's great fun. She's just terrible. She's so fucking limited on stuff, but I'm having fun with her. She's great. What's the workman? I will need to go back because I think my helmets. I don't think there's any belts. I think it's all war axe and health. There's a few little things I could probably pick up and take back. It seems you'll have great communication. We seem to. As far as I can tell, like, we have like really good communication and crap. Like, you know, we're still a couple. We still have moments where we misunderstand each other. Like, I have like such a fucking funny story. I know you guys gonna get hit for that. Let me fucking dismiss this once. I can do it a couple of times, but not often. So I am overburdened with my like medical conditions and shit. I had like an extended period of time where I couldn't eat meat. Like basically like the last 10 years or so I haven't been able to eat meat. But my health conditions have been getting better, and as a result I've been able to eat meat again. And so one of the first things we did, because like my partner travels as well, right? So every so often I've got to like take him to the airport or pick him up and shit. And there was one morning where it was like 3 or 4 a.m. or some shit, and we were coming home from the airport and we were both fucking starving because like I'd just finished streaming and he'd just been in transit for like fucking who knows how many hours, and we're like the only thing that was open at the time was like McDonald's, I guess, for everybody else in the world. And I'm like, you know, it's been so fucking long since I've been able to eat like a chicken burger. I wouldn't mind getting one of those. So anyway, apparently in the last like 10 years, chicken burgers have evolved into multiple different burgers in McDonald's. And I didn't know. And so he's like, yeah, sure, we'll get this meal that's like, it allows you to have like 2 small burgers and 2 big burgers. And I think he wanted a quarter pounder or something like that, or a Big Mac or some crap, which counts as a big burger. And anyway, we'd kind of like had this kind of conversation. We got a little bit muddied with it, and the idea was you got 2 big burgers, 2 little burgers, and I thought that I was getting a big burger and a little burger, and he thought that I was getting 2 little burgers. So he was trying to order what I thought was a 3rd big burger, but he was actually ordering 2 big burgers and 2 little burgers. And the end result was I got this dry ass fucking chicken nugget looking fucking burger that had like no fucking sauce and no lettuce. And I was like, what the hell is this? And it was tiny as well. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And he's like, it's a chicken burger. And I'm like, that's not a chicken burger. I'm like, I want the fucking McChicken burger. And he's like, oh, that's a different burger. And I'm like, no shit. And we just like laughed our ass off the whole way home, because it was the simplest fucking misunderstanding. But like shit like that can still happen when like one person's envisioning one thing and another person's envisioning a whole nother thing. And, you know, like we're still human at the end of the day. So shit happens, miscommunications happen. And yeah, sometimes it's hilarious. And obviously like sometimes it's not as hilarious, like when I like run out of something for like my OCD. Because I've still got OCD, I just don't have it as bad as when I was 12. I've got like hygiene and hand washing and stuff, right? So like I still need like certain like soaps and products and shit like that to deal with my like OCD crap, right? And sometimes there's just like a little misunderstanding about that. That's more frustrating because it's more stressful for me than anything. But like, yeah. No, I think over time, like we've just, a big part of it was like working on communication shit. Because like, especially, oh, the ads did play. I thought I hit skip. Damn it. That sucks. I'm sorry about that. I thought I'd skip the ads for you guys. But, yeah, I had a whole fucking McDonald's fucking conversation in there. But it's alright. We're pretty close to the end of stream, so it's not too far to go back. But, yeah. I don't know. I think, like, in general, like, a lot of guys don't always get to have, like, the most kind of, like, what do you call it, expressive kind of conversations sometimes, whether it be with their partners or like usually you guys can only have them pretty okay with friends and stuff, but yeah, there's sometimes times where like it's just normalized for like not to express the things that you need, want, or desire or whatever and stuff. And like, you know, obviously like we've had to work on stuff like that too and stuff, because that's more the kind of bullshit culture around here. Regenerate magic, mana. Sorry, I don't need that. But yeah, I don't know. My partner's a great guy. The funniest part is, so obviously, like, I have a PNG tuber, as you guys can see, but my partner doesn't really have a specific character for him. So I was fucking around with like some images, and I made one out of Nicolas Cage. And so he has like this Nicolas Cage PNG tuber that like lights up and shows him like basking in the sunlight and stuff whenever he speaks and shit. And it's hilarious as fuck to me. But so yeah, his avatar is Nicolas Cage. So whenever you guys hear me talking about my partner Nick, that's who I'm talking about and stuff. Like, I don't tend to play too many games these days with him because I stream over midnight. And he needs to sleep and shit. But like occasionally I'll stream something and he'll be in an event. If it's an early enough night or something, you know, he'll be there. And then you get to see the fucking avatar and it's just great. I should probably head back to town and probably stop at this point because I am genuinely a bit over my time. I started late, but I'm also finishing late, so it's fine. I'll just sell off the last couple of things I've got. But yeah, I don't know. Tonight was like awesome fun. Like, Diablo is always fun for me, to be fair. And I don't know. I just just like clarify, I'm normally gas bagging like this through like most any stream anyway. But like Diablo really sparks like the all kinds of conversation stuff, which is great. But tomorrow night's going to be Project Zomboid, just as a heads up. And I normally stream like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Australian Eastern time or whatever. So it's 2:26 a.m. at the moment if you guys need to like maths that backwards. But I have all my schedules and shit updated, and they're always as accurate as I can make them. So it makes it a bit easier for you guys in your local times and crap. It was a pleasure chatting with you. It was lovely talking with you guys too. And yeah, basically next week when my map's pretty far up now. So we managed to find the fucking Flayer jungle's waypoint. We went into the pit of, I don't remember if that's a swamp pit. I think it's a swamp pit. We went in there, so I don't have to do that again, which is great. And we found the waypoint all the way up wherever the fuck it is over here, which I would argue is not actually closer than the other one, to be fair, because if I've got to run all the way back around here and then down and around here and then down here, I'm honestly gonna say that the Spider Forest one, which is all the way down here, is almost closer in my opinion. But like whatever, maybe we start up at the Great Marsh one, or no wait, sorry, we got the Flayer Jungle one. What am I thinking? Alright, we'll start from the Flayer Jungle one. I'll have to re-clear this little like nook here, and then we'll go out and we'll go up, and then we'll start towards like the next area. But somewhere in here we're gonna find the gibbon, and the Flayer dungeon is in there too, so that must just be up above us a bit. So we're still looking for that. So next week's going to be more so looking for that, because I was looking for the waypoints specifically today. I had to kind of like recap from where I was because I couldn't find the fucking waypoints. I ran around for hours and I couldn't fucking find them because of this kind of split shit that's going on up here. Like if I scroll it back up, it splits off wherever it is, all the way up here. It splits. I have like the fucking worst map for Crust, honestly. This is the one where it goes up off to one side and up off to the other side, but it's fine. We now have the Flayer waypoint, so we can at least start from here and it won't take us as long to go up. Since I cleared like most of that again, it should be easy to go up from there and find the things. And then yeah, I can start doing stuff with the brain. And after the brain, what is it? The heart? The heart's under Crust Bazaar or something. Up that way. So it's still a fair way to go. But oh yeah, my characters and shit too. You guys get to see them on the main screen here. So obviously Kelly is the recreation of the original Kelly. That is the only resurrected character I have. And all the other ones that I put a Z in front of, they are copied in from the original Diablo 2. So, ironically, she looks almost exactly the fucking same at the moment.